Nana Ampon Kwesi Buruja Otosumiano, Escuma Bonsarene, Wasanso, Wasafia Sina Achamehene, Nana Kofa, Wasafia Safuahene, corporate institutions, organizations, Yeshemoha, Anglo Good, Goldfields, Ghana Limited, and a Ghana Manganese Company Limited, heads of departments, assembly members, and particularly the media present. Good morning. Since I assumed office as Municipal Chief Executive, the Assembly has undertaken and supported a number of strategic interventions aimed at improving the quality of learning, expanding access to educational infrastructure, and creating more conducive conditions for teaching and learning across the municipality. Key interventions include the following: construction of 6-unit classroom block at Dompem. Ananum and the press, let me emphasize here, this project is a project that we came to meet, but the completion was done by us. We make sure that the project was completed and final payment and everything is done. So we did the completion aspect. Provision of 20-seater WC toilet, mechanized borehole, and 2-bay urinal at the Simpa cluster of schools. Same of this school too. This one was also a legacy project. When we came, the school was there, but part of it we had to also complete it. In fact, we cannot just leave it because it was started by our predecessor. So we took effort to make sure that the project is completed and put to use, and currently it is in use. As I continue, construction of 3-unit classroom block at Ningo, completion of the science laboratory at Fiasmai Senior High School. Nana and the media, let me also pause here and also emphasize that the science lab at Fiasek was initiated by the school. I think a chief promised to do for them, but at a point in time, the project stalled. But how important the project is, I mean, lab to the school. So when we came, the teacher, I mean the headmaster of the school, wrote to us that we should attach importance to the completion of the science lab, and quickly we moved in to complete the project. Currently, it is still under construction, almost done. So it is also part of the legacy project, although it is not started from the assembly. It wasn't assembly, it is community or the school initiated projects. Construction of 3-unit classroom block at Wasagona. This one too is also a legacy project. When we came, we also make sure that the project is also paid, completed everything. Rehabilitation of 6-unit classroom block at Amukwesi MA School. These interventions underscore the Assembly's commitment to creating safe, conducive, and quality learning environment while ensuring that children across the municipality have equitable access to appropriate and sustainable educational infrastructure. I move on to health. The health and well-being of our people remains a major priority of the Assembly. We have therefore continued to support public health education, healthcare infrastructure, and the provision of essential medical equipment to strengthen service delivery across the municipality. Key among interventions are commemoration of World Malaria Day 2025 with public education and sensitization on malaria prevention and control. Implementation of extensive breast cancer awareness programs to promote early detection, prevention, and treatment. Distribution of critical medical equipment to health facilities at Pataho, Mahamo, Bonsa Chip Compound, and Isaman Health Center. Construction of health center at Amanteng. Construction of chip compounds at Kenyanko. These interventions are intended to improve access to quality health care, particularly for the residents in communities located some distance away from major health facilities. We recognize that the effective healthcare delivery requires sustained investment and collaboration. The Assembly will therefore continue to work closely with the Ghana Health Service, development partners, and other stakeholders to improve healthcare infrastructure, equipment, and service delivery across the municipality. I move on to water, sanitation, and environment. Ladies and gentlemen, sanitation and environmental health continue to receive significant attention from the Assembly. Just by the way, this morning I think I was listening to one of the radio stations. I think OAS. And the host was saying, why? It appears that the sanitation that you are doing it too much. It appears that only this August we have done it 2 consecutive times. Prince, is that not true? Yes. Then the prince was saying that, so does it mean that you don't want sanitation? You don't want the environment to be clean or what? So even if it is to be done every day, I think it's even a plus for us. Yes. So in fact, I was baffled why the lady was pushing that. Why is it that you have done the thing 2 times in a month? And we even wish you to even do it every second, because refuse is generated every second. Whilst we are even here, we are even generating refuse. So I think that is just by the way. The Assembly has also intensified waste evacuation and continues to support the observance of the National Sanitation Day at the end of every month, in line with the national initiative to promote clean and healthy communities. The Assembly has also completed a toilet facility and a cra for Takwa Slaughterhouse, an important intervention aimed at improving environmental health standards and regulating activities associated with meat processing production. Other interventions include construction of 12-seater WC toilet facility at Tetrim Presbyterian School, construction of mini small town water system treatment system at Kadadrin, construction and mechanization of boreholes at Enyinasie, Tamsu Estates, Isaman Kakraba, Esioja, Bonsare, Enchukrom, Ningo, Nsoyama 5, and Yayang. Local economic development. Our development agenda cannot be complete without improving our people economically and equipping them with the skills and resources required to build sustainable livelihoods. The Assembly has therefore emphasized entrepreneurship, skills development, agriculture and targeted aquaculture, and targeted support for vulnerable groups. Entrepreneurship and business development. Ladies and gentlemen, through the Business Advisory Center, we have implemented several initiatives aimed at strengthening entrepreneurship and promoting local businesses. These include implementation of the Grow Your Business Training Program, sponsored by the MasterCard Foundation, fish farming and aquaculture training, entrepreneurship and business growth training program, distribution of startup kits to graduate artisans in October 2025, distribution of aquaculture startup kits under the Business in a Box program in March 2026, implementation of vulnerability support programs, provision of vocational skills training, distribution of business kits to persons with disabilities. These interventions are intended to equip young people and vulnerable groups with practical skills, productive assets, and resources that can enable them to establish and sustain livelihoods.